home of the oppressed, a land scattered with remnants, echoing ancient gods and radiant light. Patriotic displays of altered nativity, the original story twisted, embodying Christ, yet in his image we are crafted. Divine hands shaped a carpenter, and in solitude we find our deepest connections threaded. We all endure pain, though each heart beats a different rhythm. By listening to one another, we find healing, erasing false boundaries. Break us down! We are all composed of the same essence. I made tricks from false treaties, sleight of hand diplomacy. They wanted war drums, I arrived with ontology. Neophyte nerves, but the spine stayed sovereign. Chrome-plated scraps to Shinola, watch the worth harden. Product of the pressure, proof stitched in my breath. SOS cadence, saving souls from the wreck. Song of the self, I rival my former. Blueprints in the margins, calm inside the storm surge. Swing a debate, I reframe the arena. Tongue right circles, taboo like a verb meets a schema. Never west, never more, I don't echo the past. I alchemize minutes till the future talks back. I don't swing a debate, I reframe the arena. Tongue right circles, taboo like a verb meets a schema. Never west, never more, I don't echo the past. I alchemize minutes till the future talks back. Tower moment scripture, lightning edits the page. They say never, I answer with disciplined rage. Call me Fibble, I travel through rumor and fog. Bars migrate borders, find home in the cog. Blade bright thinking, edge home by design. Cut clean through the static, not a nick on the mind. POV sharpens when the lens tells the truth. Projection dissolves when the viewer finds proof. Circles, taboo like a verb meets a schema. Never west, never more, I don't echo the past. I alchemize minutes till the future talks back. I don't swing a debate, I reframe the arena. Tongue right circles, taboo like a verb meets a schema. Never west, never more, I don't echo the past. I alchemize minutes till the future talks back. It's the Praxenix, coach meaning from sound. Not lust, just precision where the silence gets found. Syntax seduces without touching the skin. A language that listens, then lets the light in. Just the consonants, coach meaning from sound. Not lust, just precision where the silence gets found. Syntax seduces without touching the skin. A language that listens, then lets the light in. Film grained from the real, yeah, it often gets skipped. I archive the breath that the edits eclipse. From scrap-bin narratives to heirloom resolve. I turn doubt into questions the brave can evolve. No saviors and capes, just choices that stand. I save a soul by teaching mine how to land. Solving rival, nah, I race who I was. Finish lines vanish when purpose is love. I don't fight for the crown, I redraw the map. Every loss is a doorway, the brave don't latch. Taboo tongue truth with a surgeon's care. If words could heal cities, I'm building them here. Jack rip relations, nah, that ain't Jack's worth. Pedals on a hinge, love knocks but won't beg first. Rose at the threshold, gonna no what ifs. No ore in the digging, this gold don't come from cliffs. Frostbitten vows drift, snowing through the deep blue. Quiet like the sea floor, swallowing what we knew. You see flaws where I see forms, learning pressure. Pearls born in the dark when the grit gets extra. Currency of silence, pockets full of almost. Burns along the tide where the promise got ghosted. Emotion waved off like it missed its cue. I asked what's the matter, turns out it was you. I didn't break, I've been into a better shape. Didn't change faces, just the angle of the frame. If love's an ocean, I learned how to breathe. What you couldn't hold, never drown in me. All nights, neon troops, rain talks back. I became who I said, I never act like facts. Didn't lose my heart, just taught it the art of staying intact when the endings start. Sacks full of stories, who bruised the sand, footprints in the skirt of a wavering plan. Cheeks full of sponge, try to soak all the pain, but absorption ain't alchemy, nothing changed. I didn't transmute, I transported the load. Carried raw ore through a longer road. Turned weight into motion, motion to truth. That one person mirror, I swore I refuse. Funny how vows fold when the lights go low. Shadowboxing self in a private North show. I caught myself acting out scenes I denied, then rewrote the script, kept the soul, cut the lie. I didn't break, I've been into a better shape. Didn't change faces, just the angle of the frame. If love's an ocean, I learned how to breathe. What you couldn't hold, never drowned in me. Dark nights, neon truth, rain talks back. I became who I said I'd never act like facts. Didn't lose my heart, just taught it the art of staying intact when the endings start. Love ain't a door, it's a tide with a test. It don't ask for permission, it measures your depth. If petals keep falling, let them teach the ground how beauty decomposes into something profound. I speak fluent devotion with a scholar's edge. Soft tongue, sharp mind, never over pledge. This pen don't chase, it attracts what aligns. Writes futures in cursive, not fear and rewind. I love the flow, no anchors, no debt. No bargaining chips with the universe's breath. If I became darker, it's just film grain. Helps you see the truth through the cinematic rain. I didn't break, I've been into a better frame. Same heart, new rhythm, higher aim. If love's an ocean, I learned how to be both the wave and the shore that remembers me. I didn't break, I've been into a better shape. Didn't change faces, just the angle of the frame. If love's an ocean, I learned how to breathe. What you couldn't hold, never drowned in me. Dark nights, neon truth, rain talks back. I became who I said I'd never act like facts. Didn't lose my heart, just taught it the art of staying intact when the endings start. Cool, I already taught gravity. First decree, universe signs in cursive at my balcony. 33rd steps, I take stairs two at a time. Cross-eye me, they pronouns arguing with the spine. POV bent like a lens in a funhouse trial. Angles got curves, try to try me, missed by a mile. Glad to be glad, that's a quiet rebellion. Hymns in my headphones, angels filed as civilians. No need for a title, no ribbon diplomacy. I wrote my credentials in breathable honesty. Never need notice, look mine, no mirrors. I move like a rumor that terrifies errors. Of course, coerce in a corset. Squeeze out the truth till it sings when you force it. Collective rhetoric doing necromancy. Resurrective quartets for quarterly fantasy. Earned 3/4 praise, ran a whole personality. Didn't know he was complete, so dull hairs for morality. That math don't math, but it passes the meeting. Everyone claps while the logic is bleeding. No need for a title, no ribbon diplomacy. I wrote my credentials in breathable honesty. Never need noticed, look mine, no mirrors. I move like a rumor that terrifies errors. No need for a title, no ribbon diplomacy. I wrote my credentials in breathable honesty. Never need noticed, look mine, no mirrors. I move like a rumor that terrifies errors. I laugh in the dark where the punchlines breathe. Comedy sharp enough to nick belief. Wit like a locksmith, no brute force. I open the cage and sell tickets to the horse. 4x4 thoughts, torque in the syntax. Horsepower prayers when the road double backs. Last 4 messages, I distill the intent. Put gasoline on the pen, let the silence get bent. I don't flex faith, I stretch comprehension. Make doubt do pull-ups in suspended dimensions. If truth had a dress code, I'd show up improper. Still pass the test while I roast the proctor. No seal, no stamp, no borrowed authority. Just a mind with a grin and a grudge against certainty. Dark jokes, clean cuts, metaphors that bite. I don't need the light, I edit the night. No need for a title, no ribbon diplomacy. I wrote my credentials in breathable honesty. Never need notice, look mine, no mirrors. I move like a rumor that terrifies errors. No need for a title, no ribbon diplomacy. I wrote my credentials in breathable honesty. Never need notice, look mine, no mirrors. I move like a rumor that terrifies errors.
What's his name to her? Elohim, Ella back. Host a gala at the gate. Dress code out and damaged fate. Hell been, hella Ellen, disintegrate in the mirror. Vomit verbs, venom words, spelling storms in my dinner. No cure in the scripture, just scribbles in a margin. Halo hanging by a hair, heart heavy as a bargain. Fork tongue, fork road, that's a man what I say then choke. Overpaid, underpaid, soul, trip on every vow I spoke. Hey, madness in the jolly frame, laugh while all my angels shake. Fork tongue, fork road, dance crooked at the gate. Hey. How you bearing straight? Cold split in my DNA. Separate from my own state. Mind drifts, body stays. Trap him, humming in thirds off key. Holy and herd, swing time, slip on a beat. 3 steps left of the earth. Underpaid prophets preach. Overlay guilt on my skin. Every blessing tastes like lead. Every prayer got a grin. Fork tongue, fork road. That's a man what I say then choke. Overpaid, underpaid, soul. Trip on every vow I spoke. Hey. Madness in the jolly frame, laugh while all my angels shake. Fork tongue, fork road, I dance crooked at the gate. Oh. 1, 2, 3, I sway, counting cracks in the sky. 1, 2, 3, I say, every saint is a lie. 1, 2, 3, I stay till the choir goes quiet. Jolly mass, jagged mind, little hymn, little riot. Fork tongue, fork road, that's a man what I say then choke. Overpaid, underpaid, soul, trip on every vow I spoke. Madness in the jolly frame, laugh while all my angels shake. Fork tongue, fork road, I dance crooked at the gate. We stick to organic, a vegan, not a vegetable, so I'm not stagnant. Delivered inside a box, but the mailman find me outstanding. Toxicity, I'm like Toblerone at Townsville trending. I take back roads, you take back words. 2 sides, same sword. Your throat, a throne, drop all your court. Knew you, same source. Blue sky, red doors, modest mouse, malice Morris. Chorda callous, gas from Gordon's dad, a cabbage patch. Action is in theatric, semantic theme. Organic guitar, who we stick to organic. A vegan, not a vegetable, so I'm not stagnant. Delivered inside box, but the mailman find me outstanding. Toxicity, I'm like Toblerone at Townsville trending. I take back roads, you take back words. 2 sides, same sword. Your throat, a throne, drop all your court. Knew you, same source. Blue sky, red doors, modest mouse, malice Morris. Quarter callous, gas from Gordon's dad, a cabbage patch. Action is in theatric, semantic tea.